Todd. It's been a couple of good practices for your team this week. It looked like a very business-oriented morning skate. It looked like you did all your work on Wednesday and Thursday. And I know what you're going to say if I ask you about the mood this morning, because I know you're going to tell me you can't carry it into tonight all the time. But, what do you think going into today's game?
We did some things over the last 2 days to hopefully repair our game and make us better. That's what we're trying to do every day. And the games are where you see if you get those results.
You put a couple of guys back in your lineup tonight, and Jack Skilly and Matt Calvert. You move Adam Cracknell down to center, that fourth line here in this game tonight. Just to have Skilly and Calvert back, the kind of energy they can bring, the kind of game that they play, how much do you hope that that's going to boost, especially that bottom six tonight?
Well, we're looking to get some energy from everyone, and hopefully Matty Calvert coming in. A lot of times you get that initial push of energy from guys that are going back into the lineup. So hopefully we can feed off that. We can use that. We got two guys with good speed, so they'll make us faster up front. We just have to do a good job of managing the puck and getting it behind their defensemen so we can utilize that speed.
What does it do for your top line to put Boone Jenner back on the wing to play with Ryan Johansson and Nick Foligno?
What Boone Jenner does is, he's tenacious in the way that he plays. He's a relentless worker, and what he does is he can drag other teammates into the fight of the game. And Scott Hartnell does the same thing. And what we found when we had those two guys, we were dragging one guy into the game instead of maybe on separate lines and dragging more guys into the fight. So hopefully by moving Boone onto the wing, he'll have an effect there.
When you talk about Scott Hartnell, we're almost 20 games into the season now, which is about a quarter of the way. And for Scott, is he beyond that being the new guy kind of thing here? It seems to me he's got a lot to give, more that he can give, and it seems like he's on the verge of ready to step into that and do that right now. Do you get that sense?
I think he was beyond that right from the get-go. I think guys that have played in this league long enough, there's that immediate respect that he gets from his peers. And even though he was the new guy coming into the room, I think there was a lot of respect from his new teammates, the guys in this locker room. So I think he had that right from day one.
Adam Cracknell, what have you thought about his game in the last couple of contests that he's played here? Because wherever you put him in the last few, he's been a difference maker.
He's been good. He kept the game simple. He's used his big body down low. He skated, and he's a reliable guy. Good on the walls when he was playing the wing, and we'll move him into the middle a little bit. It's a little bit foreign to him, but the way that he plays, he's a trustworthy guy.
The Boston Bruins, always one of the elites in the Eastern Conference, and I know they have a couple of key guys out of their lineup right now in Marchand and Zdeno Chara, but you just played against the Detroit team on Tuesday that didn't have one of their best players in Pavel Datsyuk, and they found a way to get it done. So I know that there are plenty of guys on the other side that are looking to step up their game tonight, aren't there?
Oh, there are. They're a team that's won. They know what it takes to win. They're a consistent team as far as how they play. Their systematic play is sound. When your systematic play is sound, a lot of times that's where the consistency comes from. And then they got some players that have won. They know what it takes to win, and they're the ones that really drive that team. And they've added some youth now, where they got some really good young players starting to come through. But the older guys are the guys that lead the way there.
They are a team that their style is to play in your face. They can play you rough. They can power their way to the net, and they also have a little bit of finesse. How much would you like your team to come out here and kind of get in their face tonight? And when I say that, I mean just to do those things that you cherish so much. Finish your checks. Get that forecheck going early in this game and try to establish your home ice.
Well, I think every team tries to do that, and this team is going to be a little bit different challenge, I think, than the Detroit team, just because, they offer two different challenges. Detroit is exceptional at what they do. As I said, Boston plays big. They play heavy. They got toughness to back that up. And what you need to do is I'm not going to say confront it, but you need to have a little pushback, and we got to do the same thing. I think we got guys on our group that can play that similar game, and we need to come in tonight, and it's got to be right from the puck drop. Play with some energy, get pucks behind them, try to get some energy in the building, positive energy from our fans, but we have to come out and do the right things first.
Hey, speaking of challenges, have you given your team any maybe specific challenges after what happened here on Tuesday?
There were lots of things we talked about after on Tuesday, but it's not stuff that I'm going to get into.